Gregorini, Moresby, Brennan are the only winners so far to have progressed inside the top 6, with Al McClure the shock loss in the first round of racing. This is their only shot, though, to get in to the A and B final. What we say, it was 672 for Pilkington now. We've got to wait for that to come out now.
Yeah.
For what
Yeah, so that number will change for Pilkington, and it changes for Beggs here. Beggs needs to run a 588 to make the A final.
Okay, so Begley, you're looking at Begley now. 588, look for those magic numbers.
And in doing so, will end Gregorini's championship. Oops, it got sideways, he pedals it. Actually, it was a fairly good save. Travalini's on a number as well, just quietly. Oh, big explosion for Travalini.
Massive
Huge explosion. And this car was sideways, it was on fire. I think the onboard extinguishers came on as well. It was such a big pop. It's a 611 for Travalini, and he's pulled this car to a safe stop, and he's got the presence of mind to pull it off the racing line as well. What a piece of driving from Simon Travalini.
Oh, fire on the infield.
Fire,
yep.
But that looks to be out of the cabin, which is important. Judging by the way he was driving that car as the door comes open, I'm not sure if he can hear you. He's about a K away, but give this guy a round of applause, Perth Motorplex, because that was an incredible drive job. That man was on fire, convincingly on fire. Anthony Begley is losing this race to Travalini, going 611, and woof, still flaming up. So there's a bit of an oil fire down on the left-hand side, but the fireys were there as quick as they can. That's a really awkward spot. 611 for Travalini. But man, that was some explosion across the finish line.
See if we get a replay up for Southside Engine Centre in a moment, because that was a save of the season right there for Travalini. Your fast torque converters. Here comes the replay. Watch this. This will be the replay of the year. Right of screen.
It happens right on the finish line. He was doing 359 kilometres an hour. Begley gets sideways. Ready for it? Oh, right. Bang.
Oh, whoa!
It knocked a fuel line away. Methanol goes over the top of the motor. It leans out the motor, and that's what causes the explosion. If you watch that again, if we can have one more look at that, you'll see a big flume or big kind of, you see this big cloud of vapor going over the bonnet. That's methanol coming from a fuel line, and when it's not going into the motor, it can lean the motor out, which is what causes such a big explosion. But that was a monster one.
How was his presence of mind? And see if we can slow it down just as it gets to the finish line.
Just at the finish line, you'll see a big haze go over the bonnet. Keep it going. It's about right now. So we'll bring it forward a bit more, Yeah,
there it is.
That's the haze. That's methanol, and that's leaning the motor out. And bang! That went off like a top fuel motor. Massive. Look at it pouring out the left-hand side, so you can bet there's a huge hole in the left-hand side of that motor. The car slipping on oil, and Travalini doing everything in his power to control the car as it slides. Incredible. The sparks you can see are actually off the header pipes that are banging on the ground as it slips along. Amazing stuff.